Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Jurassic World Dominion video, where today we're once again going behind the scenes of the making of both Jurassic World Dominion, but primarily DINOTRACKER, thanks to the Chaos Theorem team who have recently released their second episode on their podcast discussing the creation of the viral marketing website DINOTRACKER. There's not as much information as the previous video where we got to take a look at loads of newly deleted scenes from DINOTRACKER, but there's still some decently new information and scenes regarding their website, as well as a new look at the Dilophosaurus from Jurassic World Dominion. So if you're excited for this recap video, be sure to press that like button and subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date on all of the information from the Jurassic franchise. I of course won't be discussing everything that was mentioned in that video, as I will be leaving a link to the original video down below in the description for you guys to check out yourself, but I will be covering the main new details that we got throughout it. So sit back, grab some snacks and relax, as it's time to take another deep dive into the making of DINOTRACKER.
Encounter.
What is that?
Become a Dino Tracker today.
Firstly, throughout the video, we come across our first newly deleted scene of DINOTRACKER, where we come across an idea that the Chaos Theorem team came up with to showcase an Allosaurus sighting. As far as I can remember, the Allosaurus didn't have too much of a showing on DINOTRACKER, but had some awesome scenes such as the one where we see it pop out of nowhere after it was hidden in the dark depths of the forest, and suddenly the Allosaurus pops out of nowhere and scares a man. Furthermore, we move forward within the video and learn how the entire trailer was rebuilt to make that clip of the Stiggy Moloch more believable, and we get an insight of the VFX breakdown for this clip. We also learn more about the VFX breakdowns when we see the Compsognathus clip, and we also get to learn about one of the Easter eggs that was added via this clip. As many people have spotted since this released last year, there is a Kirby Enterprise sticker that was used in this clip, and ultimately it ended up being CGI, which to be honest I didn't point out whatsoever. This was because the original make of the trailer had their sticker there, and that was part of the original clip. But in careful consideration to avoid copyright, they went ahead and tried to remove the sticker, but instead wanted to try and go ahead and make a fun Easter egg involving the Kirbys from Jurassic Park 3. Essentially, adding more lore to the franchise and the Kirbys as to what they did after Jurassic Park 3. Jack went ahead and mentioned how he wanted the Kirbys to go into their Enterprise and sell random things such as truck trailers. So this was the thought process and making behind the Kirby's Enterprise sticker that we saw on the DINOTRACKER website when it first released. And for more clarity, here are all of the official words regarding this Easter egg by Jack.
Something else I just want to mention in terms of Easter eggs. Obviously we have a lot of fun ones in there because we have a secret Kirby storyline that we expanded upon on this website as well, with the Compy in the Cage video. Samantha, the trailer in your video had this sticker, and I don't know if, correct me if I'm wrong, is that the make of the trailer was in the original video?
Yeah, it was just the maker.
Yeah, so I knew that there would be like some sort of copyright issue with showing some company, so I was like, Manuel, remove those. And then I was like, no, actually, that gives us the perfect opportunity to add like stickers, like someone's just got these stickers, you know. So you see a perfect opportunity to expand what happened to the Kirbys post Jurassic Park 3, and thought it was hilarious to add in the fact that they managed to get, after the success of them surviving, if anyone out there has read the Jurassic Park adventure books that came out after Jurassic Park 3, I think they released them at Universal Studios, but they were meant to be like a follow-up to Jurassic Park 3, and the first one is called Survivor. The second book is about Alan Grant in a research base on Sauna, And then the third one is called Flyers, and it's about pteranodons going into Universal Studios and creating havoc while the Kirbys are there. But anyway, they're not canon, but the point is, in those books, they talk about how Eric became a celebrity because he'd survived on the islands, and he made loads of money, and he was really famous and well-known, and his parents were well-known as well, and that gave me the idea to come up with this sticker that was in the video of Kirby Enterprises being something that was actually established after Jurassic Park 3. Like, he managed to start that company with his wife, and then we took that opportunity to add some little tiny caveats of what does Kirby Enterprises do. So we had fishing surplus, timeshare resale, dinosaur security consultants, and public relations, which are, like, if you think about it in terms of the Kirbys, are the worst things they could be doing. Like, maybe fishing surplus they can do, but the rest of them, it's like you do not want them to be to give you
rich
dinosaur
quick
security
schemes or something. Yeah. I remember we had
Sufficiently
like
slimy.
there was long discussions had about what they should be, but it doesn't matter because you can't even see them in the video anyway.
It was more for our entertainment, really. We knew it was there, even if no one else did.
And after all of these VFX breakdowns, we finally have the final version. A similar story also goes for this image here, where, as you can see, something is missing. Not only is there a missing Ankylosaurus in this image, but we also don't see a Kirby Enterprise sticker on the side of the car. Something that has, yet again, a similar story to what we saw previously. After this, a few new early renders of the Mosasaurus oil rig shot were shown off, where we see the earlier ideas. One of which shows some sort of submarine coming face to face with the creature, kind of like a homage to what we saw in the original Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Furthermore, we can see another scene that shows another deep sea camera coming from behind the creature. Personally, this looks a little like a scene from Jurassic World Evolution 2, so I'm kind of glad we didn't get that. And yet again, we get a VFX breakdown of the scene, but arguably, this clip was probably the most famous of them all, as we see the Mosasaurus clip appear everywhere on popular YouTube channels that genuinely thought that this clip was real for some reason and not CGI. Moving on with the video now, we learned that the Nasutoceratops scene was being considered for other roles of dinosaurs. They mentioned how they had a baby Carnotaurus CGI model to use that was given from ILM, who create the CGI models of dinosaurs for Jurassic. Talking of CGI creatures, we now move into the exciting part of the video. The most major deleted scene from DINOTRACKER would be relating back to that Allosaurus in the Dark clip. That clip was originally supposed to have been the Dilophosaurus. However, ILM didn't really make any Dilophosaurus models for Jurassic World Dominion, which meant that Manuel from the Chaos Theorem team had to either create a Dilophosaurus model from scratch or see what else they could do. But there's actually an official reason behind why there were no CGI models for the Dilophosaurus. So, as we saw from the movie of Jurassic World Dominion, there were plenty of animatronic dinosaurs that were used in the movie, I think around 36 of them. And Dilophosaurus was one of the only species that appeared in the movie that was solely animatronic and no CGI whatsoever. This was because Colin Trevorrow wanted Dominion to pay respects to the Dilophosaurus that was used in the original Jurassic Park movie, which again was only an animatronic and never a CGI model. However, personally for me, the animatronic used for the Dilophosaurus really stood out in a sense that you could tell it was an animatronic. They felt very robotic-like when just simply looking at them, and that was a really big deal for me, unfortunately. So I think having the animatronic masked with a little bit of CGI wouldn't have been all that bad. I love the Dilophosaurus, don't get me wrong, but its appearance in the movie wasn't anything masterful and was a little off-putting because you could literally see that it was only animatronic. However, that didn't stop DINOTRACKER from having a way to create their own Dilophosaurus and pop in a Dilophosaurus scene for the website. Now, before we get to that scene, We learn from Jack that the model was actually sent over from ILM of the Dilophosaurus that they ended up using, and it was titled as Fallen Kingdom's Dilophosaurus model. Very interesting if you were to ask me, because as we know, there were initial plans to have the Dilophosaurus in Fallen Kingdom that sadly didn't come to fruition, but we at least heard its hoots at the start of the movie. But the model that they were sent was titled as a Fallen Kingdom model. So let's take a listen to what Jack has to say about Fallen Kingdom, as well as what their deleted scene was set up to be like.
And so obviously we sent ILM our wish list of dinosaurs, and one of them was the Dilophosaurus, and we didn't even know if they had a CG Dilophosaurus on hand, but we just asked for it. They send us a Dilophosaurus CG model, but it's actually from Fallen Kingdom, because the file says Dilophosaurus FK, and we know that they didn't make a CG model of the Dilophosaurus for Jurassic World Dominion, because Colin was set on just having the Dilophosaurus appear in animatronic form as sort of like a homage to the original film, because there wasn't a CG Dilophosaurus there. And so we knew that was happening, but obviously we got sent this Dilophosaurus, and so you filmed a shot of you falling over as well, like you'd been attacked. So Manuel made this shot where, you know, you turn the camera and the Dilophosaurus jumps out with its frill going crazy, and then it spits at the camera and you fall over, and we look at it and it's like perfect, it's great. I do the sound design for it,
amazing,
and we're like, we've got this in the bag, this is going to make fans go nuts. And then we send it to Universal, they love it, they're like, this is great. They send it to Colin and he's like, no, don't want any don't want any CGI Dilophosauruses for this movie. And that, so
it's just a flat no, just completely, just like that. It was done. We were all so happy with it. Universal was so happy with it. And then it goes to Colin, and we're all like, oh, this is going to be great. Oh wait,
and this is where you have to. This is
it's
where
not happening.
This is one of those moments, because this is Colin's world building and everything. So you have to respect his artistic vision for good or for bad.
Now, very late into the video, we also hear some really good ideas involving yet again another Dilophosaurus scene that unfortunately apparently they didn't really have time to create, but personally sounds absolutely incredible. It involves a Dilophosaurus and a car, which sounds awesome. There are almost limitless things that you can potentially do with those two things. But let's listen to the idea that they originally had for this.
That Dilophosaurus video, though, that was because I had an idea for one that I just didn't have the time to do. But I wanted to have some people in a car, and there's a Dilophosaurus in the road, and they're beeping their horn at it, trying to get it to move, and then it spits on the windscreen, and all of the venom just sprays up the windscreen, and then they try and wipe it off, and then drive away like absolutely crapping themselves. But I just didn't have the time to get that sorted, and that may not have, in the time we had, probably wouldn't have been possible. So that was what led me to the idea of the nighttime encounter as well. But yeah, that would have been, if we had more time, that would have been a lot of fun to do as well, I think.
Yeah.
Just like really violently hear like a huge bang as it all hits the screen, the windscreen, and sprays up all over it, and then they try and wipe it off with the windscreen wipers.
And there we have it. Some awesome new details and deleted ideas from the DINOTRACKER website that ultimately got cut out. It is sad to see that the Dilophosaurus was removed, as that would have been our only single Dilophosaurus encounter on the entire website. But we got what we got, and I'm happy with it. There seems to also be a part 3 releasing soon, so I'm looking forward to that, and I'll keep you guys updated on that should anything of interest pops up. But in the meantime, be sure to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe to the channel if you are new. But most importantly, make sure you're all staying safe out there, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye. Hello, hi, you. Did you enjoy the video? Just a little reminder to press that like button and also subscribe. I just want to thank my Patreons for this month on screen right here, as giving me that little extra support really does go a long way. But anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day.